34. I'll be 35 in almost a month. I have a good job. I have a good career. I'm a kind, loving person. I'm a good friend. I buy shit for myself. And I have not asked anyone for a single thing in my life. I work for everything that I have. And I'm failing at relationships. I really don't know what's wrong with me. Why am I so scary?
If you're over 35 and seeing this, you are not too late. I manifested my man at the ripe age of 38 years old.
I just really want someone to like do stuff with. I'm tired of being single. I want that person. I want my family. I want my kids. I want it all.
That is not going to happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the desert. It's that time of day again where we cover women. We try to understand them, we try to see, understand their problems, see where they're coming from, walk a mile in their shoes. So let's get started, guys, with this lovely lady over 30 who somehow is single. I don't know why she's such a great catch, so you tell me. Let's just put Ampu smiling here and let's get started.
Story time. I'm 34. I'll be 35 in almost a month. I have a good job. I have a good career. I'm a kind, loving person. I'm a good friend. I buy shit for myself. I moved to LA 11 years ago, and I have not asked anyone for a single thing in my life. I work for everything that I have, and I'm failing at relationships.
No, really?
I really don't know what's wrong with me. Why am I so scary?
What a coincidence, eh, gentlemen? We are so good in every aspect. It's just dating, like we're such a great catch. But when it comes to dating, we're single, right? It's like, wow, that's odd, given that there is such a high demand for women in general. Like, men out there are thirsty for good women. They are like gems in today's society. Simps are thirsty for any woman at all. Just have a V between your legs and they'll simp for you. There's this massive demand for women, yet you are single. Again, you're such a great catch. And there is such a great demand for women, yet you are single. Now notice, gentlemen, how the red flag writes itself. It draws itself on the screen.
But yeah, I've succeeded in many areas of my life, but relationships are really not happening for me. So at this point, I'm just thinking that, you know what, maybe it's not meant for me. Maybe I'm just meant to be by myself. The whole soulmate, love of my life, my best friend, whatever. I don't want a man who's not okay with me talking about my feelings or how I feel, or asking questions, or making plans, or thinking about future. I don't want a man who's scared of all that. And I don't think men who are not scared of that exist anymore.
I'm gonna pause it here so you don't get frightened by the idea of thinking about feelings and all that, alright? Let's do a little pause to rest. Anyways, guys, yeah, I mean, well, not all men can listen to these endless stories about feelings and all that. But what do you bet, guys, that a lot of guys have asked this woman out and have been ready to listen to her feelings and plan for the future, especially when she was younger. She just turned them all away. What do you bet? It's always the same with these women. They turn their backs on 400 men and then they ask why they're single, right? And look, I understand not every man out there is for you, and you know, you're looking for the right one or that. Yeah, I'm not saying that out of 400 men they were all options. It's just this one phrase they say, guys, you give a man 5 women and he's going to make a relationship out of with one of them, yet you give women 5 guys and she'll just dismiss them all and she'll look for something better. It holds so true.
So, girlies out there who have a man like that, just cherish them and, thank them for all of us single ladies out here struggling with the current dating reality. Yeah, tell them they're rare. And hopefully your kids will have their dad's character and the next generations of women will be luckier. I don't know what else to say.
So it comes down to luck, yeah? It's just some women are lucky, they're born with luck, God has been benevolent to them, and others are just unlucky. Coincidentally, the vast majority of women nowadays are very unlucky. They're all great catches, angels, God's gift to the earth, yet they are single, because it comes down to luck. Well, I don't necessarily think so. If you ask the women that are in long-term relationships, they will tell you it doesn't come to luck. It comes down to being a great person and having the ability to keep a man. And let me tell you guys, keeping men around, not that hard. Women are way harder to keep around and satisfy than men. Men really don't ask for a lot. It's just modern women nowadays give very little. But now guys, let's go on to our next TikTok, which is kind of a short one, but really telling.
You're going to expire before the age of 25. By the age of 35, literally no man's going to want you. Let's talk about
39, never married, and no kids, and everything that she says in that video is spot on. If you're over 35 and seeing this, you are not too late. I manifested my man at the ripe age of 38 years old, and I want you to know there's still good men out here for you too. I love you so much.
Manifesting. The first woman should hear that. Maybe she hasn't tried manifesting as hard as this one did. Right. So apparently it doesn't come to luck, it just comes to manifesting. And this woman is a professional at manifesting. Guys, I've tried it too. It didn't work for me. I tried this one night to manifest 5 million subscribers on my channel. Hasn't worked yet. Maybe I didn't manifest as hard as this woman. I should have some lessons. Maybe it was the stars alignment, maybe because I'm an Aquarius, I should have done it at some other point. I'm not really too deep with the information about that, but hey, subscribe to the channel if you want to, help my manifesting. But other than that, guys, sorry, I can't stop laughing with these manifesting things. No, guys, she didn't manifest it. Let me translate it for you. She was jumping around from chat to chat until the ripe age of 38, and then is when she decided to settle. She decided to lower her standards down to the pitiful man that she decided to marry in the end, right? I mean, what has she been doing up until 38? Let's say that you start dating at 20, which, nowadays people start smashing around at 12, but okay. Let's say you started at 20. What have you been doing for almost 20 years? What have you been doing? Have you been creating, a rocket? Have you been working on rocket science, quantum physics, something? What have you been doing? We all know, guys, she's been jumping around from one man to another. And then this one guy comes around at 38 and says, you know what, let me marry that. Let me be number 68 that somehow makes it. The previous 67 men didn't commit to this woman, but I'll be magical 68 that makes it, Of course not. She'll either cheat, she'll either just don't like him. She probably doesn't like him, alright? Guys, the way this woman sees her man is as a retirement plan. If it was about love, alright? If love was part of the equation, she would have married way younger, right? I mean, the people who marry at 38, woman I'm talking about, guys, they just see you as a retirement plan and nothing more. You're just a good option to pay the bills, provide, and keep company. Like, literally what you are to this woman is a dog. All right? Like, oh, I need some attention. Let me get a dog in the form of a human, you know? And he also gets to pay the bills. Wow, what a great deal. It's just, there's no love, all right, in these situationships. Damn it, situations. Guys, my mind is rotting away with these situationships. But anyway, yeah, that's it, guys. There's no respect in this sort of relationship. There's no respect at all. She doesn't respect him. And he doesn't respect himself either, right? Now, guys, let's move on to our last TikTok. We have yet another lovely lady that somehow has been single up until 30. Maybe she has bad luck. Maybe she hasn't tried manifesting as hard. Let's find out.
Get ready with me to process my feelings. There is not a date number 4. There was 3 dates. The first date was so good. I was so excited after it. And I got hopeful. The third date, I don't know what happened. There was a shift. And I just felt uncomfortable. Things felt different. He seemed different. I just decided to end it after the third date, being hopeful.
I'm gonna stop it right here to ask you guys what exactly happened. You know, you hear her, you can wind back the video and let me know what happened. You know, how do you understand this? It's all feelings and you're not telling me anything. Oh, the first 2 dates were good. The third date, I just didn't feel it. The vibe wasn't there. He suddenly changed. Changed how? Changed what? Changed why? What is going on? How? What did he do? You know, give me something specific I can work with, I can understand. Guys, they base all their decisions on their emotions to such a level that if you're an outside listener, you cannot even understand what is going on, right? And I don't think she understands it either. Like, you ask her, okay, you know, what was bad? What was wrong? She doesn't know, guys. She just feels that way. It's so subjective, you know. I understand that people have emotions and we all have, you know, our life is ruled by emotions to a great deal. But literally basing all of your decisions 100% on feelings is just absurd to me.
Hopeful for me is very vulnerable because I don't know, you get your hopes up and then you start imagining what your life could be like. And if you had a partner, and especially this time of the year, it's February, so we all know what that means. Valentine's Day. It's only a week.
Guys, it's so cringe. Madam, you are single at over 30. Think about that. Think about passing away alone. Why are you thinking about, oh, I'm gonna be alone for Valentine's Day? You've been alone the last 20 years. You've been alone your whole life. And you probably will be forever. Like, doesn't that objective fact worry you more than, oh no, they're not gonna give me Valentine's chocolates, you know, heart-shaped? Guys, I'm listening to a over 30-year-old woman that is behaving like a kid. Oh, they're not gonna give me flowers for Valentine's Day. I want to feel special. Jeez, man.
It was, or just over a week. It was nice to have someone to talk to, and it was exciting. So used to being alone. I've been single my whole life. I definitely got love bombed. He was saying all the right things that I wanted in my future. And if I said what I wanted, he validated it. I think I'm over it now, but I was a little sad. I did think that maybe, just maybe this year, I would actually have someone to do something with for Valentine's Day or be someone's Valentine. I've never had that before in my life. I'm 30. I just want...
And that's sad. Sucks to suck, you know. But guys, what was I going to mention? Damn it. It's just this woman is so cringe, I forget. But I think I was going to talk about the fact that, you know, guys, I forgot it. So let me just, editor, please edit that out, all right?
I want someone to love on me, if that makes sense. Of course, because my mind loves to go to the negative very fast. It goes directly to, well, here you go.
Sorry guys, I just remembered. Yeah, I was going to talk about how easy it is nowadays to play with these women. It's just never been easier to get women and to get S3X. Never. Because in the past, in order to have women or to have S3X, you had to prove something, you know? You had to show loyalty. Women were harder to get, you know? and they required some sort of commitment before they spread the legs. The vast majority of women, that is. But nowadays, guys, you just tell them a couple of stories. It's a copy-paste. It's like a formula, you know? It's like a wizard spell. You just say the lines and they spread their legs, you know? You have to say, oh, I really like you. You're so special. I've never seen a woman like you. Oh, yeah, I think we can marry. Yeah, absolutely. And then they're like, oh, the man I've always dreamed about. Prince Charming. And then they spread their legs. Dudes have their fun, you know, chads have their fun, and they leave, and they block them. They don't even reply back. They don't even remember their name one day afterwards, right? And yes, women like these will say, ah, they are manipulators, they are users, they played with me. At some point, right, this old saying, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me, it applies to these women. Yes, you can get fooled once. You were naive, you didn't know, alright. But when chads do this to you 30 times, like, you have to ask yourself, am I wrong for this? You know, am I the one who is actually allowing this into my life over and over? Because, guys, it's always the same things they tell, alright? These chads, they're not like this mega mind 3D chess type of schemes, you know, that will get anyone confused. No, guys, it's these women. They want to act blind, alright? Their fathers will tell them, no, this is not the dude for you. Their friends or the woman, when they're in the role of being a friend, they will tell her, oh no, he's a red flag, run for the hills. It's just when they're in the position of being the infatuated one, you know, when they're mesmerized by Chad, they just put a blindfold on.
You're going to be single forever. It proves me wrong. It proves me right. Here we go. We have to go back to the apps. Just like question, like, am I actually going to be single forever? Or is this just my mind playing tricks on me? And it's just kind of like, you get hopeful and then it gets shut down. But I guess
she's still wondering, guys. She still doesn't know. Who is going to tell her? Yes, you are going to be single forever. How do I know? You've been single for 30 years. For 30 years, you haven't been able to secure a guy, to keep him there. For 30 years, you haven't been able to learn the red flags. For 30 years, you have been picking the same men over and over and over again. Like, what chances do you have, right? Let's be frank. You've messed up on the same task 72 times. Well, I don't think that number 73 is going to do it, madam.
This is the process of dating. I just really want someone to like do stuff with. I'm tired of being single. So ultimately we didn't get the ending we wanted, but it's okay. I am just going to trust that my person is out there and he'll come to me when it's right, even though I hate that. And it's really hard to say that because I'm not very good at being patient, or I want the end game. I don't want the middle. And that's something I really need to work at because I know there's a lot of joy and beauty that happens in the middle. But for me, I just want to race to the end.
Yeah, in other words, she's desperate, right? She's absolutely desperate. She's the type of woman you go out on a date with, and on the second date, she's talking about engagement, all right? Like, absolutely desperate. So how does it sound for men? You go on a date with this woman, you learn that she's been single for 30 years, and single, of course, means having fun with 10 dudes, right? Single doesn't mean single. If this woman had actually been single, she would have had a shot. But nowadays, single just means, oh yeah, I've been on and off with Chad for the last 15 years. Who wants that? Maybe the simp who committed to the second woman who was 38. Maybe there's some simp out there, you know, willing to go with her. Which again, guys, it just shows that women always have options, alright? Even this woman, I'm not saying that she's out of options, because women always have options. What I mean to say is she's out of the options that she wants. That's the problem. Yes, she has some simps out there that will sell their mother for a little bit of female attention, you know? It's just she doesn't want them. Which, in fact, is the problem why she's been single this whole time. That she's missed on a lot of guys.
I want that person. I want my family. I want my kids. I want it all, but I have to realize that it's not going to happen like this. So If you're also on this dating journey, I'm with you. And I love being able to connect with you all about this because it makes me feel less alone. And you guys are all my friends. So.
We're her friends. Now, to be honest, this woman doesn't even sound that bad. So I don't even know her life, alright? Maybe she hasn't been with 100 chats. Maybe she's just been with 10. But following the formula, guys, it's just if a woman is attractive, if a woman is good to be around, and if a woman is sane, it's literally impossible to be single, alright? So she's missing one of those. And I always say attractiveness is relative. You may not find this woman attractive, some other guy will, right? It works like that. So attractiveness is not even part of the equation. If you're not the top 10 most hideous woman in your area, you don't have problems being single. It's either she's not sane or she's not pleasant to be around. Or maybe her standards are too high, you know, and there are multiple guys interested in her because she's sane and she's pleasant to be around. It's just she couldn't care less about them because she wants the top percentage guy. It's so, you know, women are so ungrateful towards men nowadays. I'm talking about the good men, right? I understand there are a lot of men out there that are really not worth it. But again, just from my experience, guys, let me know if I'm living in another planet or something. But from my experience, I see multiple men out there that have stuff going on, treat their families right, have their works, have everything. And it's just women are being so ungrateful to them. And part of the problem is that these women, they have like 40 nice guys available at all times. This is why they don't care about them, right? They see the average Joe as, I don't know, worth a penny. It's just, I don't care. You know, it's like when you've made it in life and you have money, you drop 1 penny on the street or a quarter or something like this and you say, I don't care. It's, you know, just a quarter. Who cares? It's the same with these women. Like, they see the average man, which is not by any means below average or, you know, bad in any way. It's just they have so many of them, they don't value them at all. And, you know, and they chase the multi-millionaire guy who's 6 feet tall and has a six-pack and is, you know, like taken out from a movie. They think they deserve him. But again, it's a wholeflation, all right? And part of the problem, again, is guys. Just, guys, don't give these women so much attention. Attention and validation are a currency in the dating game, and you should not be giving them out for free. Because that is why these women, you know, part of the problem is they become so entitled because a lot of guys show them attention. But again, I'll always put the blame on women in the end, because given that they have so much attention, even from simps, okay, even from men who are desperate, still, they are viable options, and you just disregarded them all. And then you go and say, oh, I'm single. Couldn't care less. But guys, thank you for watching this video of women dating over 30. It's been hilarious as always. Leave a comment if you enjoyed the video, and thank you for enduring it with me and Ampu. Have a good one.